Go! I'm trying to get an interview, man.
Yes. I'm going live. You have to stop.
Fuck around and push it! Hi, Mom! Hi, Mom!
Not my president! Not my president!
Okay. Don't point the camera at me. Point it over there or something.
Fuck Donald Trump! Hey, fuck Trump!
Yeah, they're pretty fired up. A lot of them doing the anti-Trump chants. A lot of these students obviously had to ditch class today to come out here. They're very passionate, and we haven't gotten too much of an opportunity to talk to a lot of them because they have been marching nonstop from City Hall. They made their way down Market Street, and then they went down Embarcadero. And sorry if I'm a little out of breath, but we've been walking for a lot of blocks here. But you know, they seem to be overall a pretty, a decent group of kids who just basically said that they wanted to show the world that they are unhappy with the election results and that they do not support Trump and that he does not represent the interests of them or their city. A lot of folks know, obviously, that San Francisco is very liberal and was definitely heavily Democratic. Most people voted for Hillary Clinton, as you saw with the results of the California election. And this obviously, a lot of these students actually don't have the right to vote. Some of them are not 18 yet. And they said this was their way of expressing how they feel. Well, I haven't had a chance to talk to any of the organizers of this particular protest, but it appears that they are going to be making their way toward Van Ness, then marching down Van Ness, and then sort of wrapping back at City Hall. That's sort of what we're hearing. So we're just going to keep on moving. We're now at Ghirardelli Square, and we're just going to keep following them. But it does appear that they'll be making their way up Van Ness. So if you are anywhere in the city today, just beware that a lot of these streets are going to be blocked off, and we're going to have quite a bit of traffic to deal with.
Look at her. Look, Donald Trump. Hey.
I haven't seen any of them bothering the drivers. I think that they're a pretty good crew, and they're basically here to, march and let their voices be heard. I haven't seen any of them get violent or out of control or rowdy or anything like that. Of course, when you turn on the camera and you jump in front of it, they all want to jump in front of it as well. And we were hearing some profanities, but you do have to remember the age of the protesters here. And quite frankly, we haven't really covered a protest this large with the overall age being as young as it has been. So this isn't something that a lot of these students are used to. So I think that they're doing a pretty good job as far as keeping the message a positive one, which is basically the fact that they want to let the world know that they do not agree with the results of the election, of the presidential election. Oh my God, I'm out of shape. Woo!
Here.
Yeah, it might be.
I heard them say stop at the park.
This might be just to take a break.
Yeah. I think if they're going to do it right, they should end at City Hall, don't you? I think they should end at City Hall.
Yeah, let's see if it has any like.
Hey, what's organized? There.
Do you guys have a leader?
Nope. One body united.
Is the plan to stay here? Or are you going to march back up Van Ness and end at City Hall?
Everybody comes.
Perfect.
Are you finally going to end up at City Hall, you think? Or
We're at City Hall.
You are
Are
going
you going to loop back though? Walk down Van Ness and then?
We don't know yet. We're seeing. I think
Okay.
so. I think that's gonna happen.
That would kind of make sense, right?
Time to regroup.
Yeah, and take a break.
Yeah.
Let me run it after you people for lunch.
Sorry about that. They both crowded you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
No, I wasn't scared. It's just that they, when you yell the profanities, we have to cut the air. Like we can't air it. So then it kind of ruins the message because it's like we want to show you guys, but then when people are like "fuck you" and like we can't, they dump out of it. So then we don't get to cover it. So maybe just spread the word that like none of this.
Yeah,
And,
screw Trump or whatever. Go to hell, Trump.
yeah, screw
you know,
Trump.
whatever,
Trump
but-
is crap, but none of the like F-bombs because it's Fox. They will dump right out of us. Yeah, but like chants would be
My kids
good.
did a great job.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys are like, I'm so proud of you guys. I cover a lot of these, and you guys are like the nicest protesters, I have to say, and the cleanest.
We're trying like our best to keep it peaceful.
Yeah, no, it's good. Where are you guys all from?
So many different schools.
It's all just San Francisco. Is it from
Are you guys mostly high school? Yeah, can we get an interview with you guys? That way it will, that way we can actually air it. It won't be too loud.
We want to do a story so later tonight.
Hello.
So we'd like to talk to us
Hi.
again.
You want to do an interview? Sure. Great. Okay. Okay. So what's your name?
My name is Kiara Millen.
1 second.
I'm a little parched.
Oh my God, I'm a little out of breath.
Oh my gosh, I'm like sweating like crazy.
Yeah, you can come back to me. Yeah, okay, we'll do it live.
Okay,
how about
great,
that?
great.
Hold on a second, I have a deco. Let's say your name.
My name is Kiara Millen.
Spell it.
Q-I-A-R-A. Millen, M-I-L-L-E-N.
Okay. You guys, no profanity when we're on the air. No F-bombs, no middle fingers, otherwise they dump out of us and I can't cover your message, which I really want to do.
Okay.
Can we agree?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
And don't be too loud.
Okay.
No, they're taking us live.
So this is going to be live. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I just put lipstick on my face?
No, you're right. You're right.
I feel like I went like this with my hair. Drag across. Okay.
No cursing. No cursing.
No cursing and no, yes, perfect. Because we want to be able to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as the mayor of Oakland is finished, then they're gonna compose. Yes, I am. And where are you from? What school?
Leadership High School.
Leadership High School. Oh, I know that. I
Yeah.
did a story on. You guys have a surf program.
Yes, we do. So, a Study project.
Yeah, Johnny Irwin.
Yeah.
She's awesome. That's cool. Okay. And then are we staying here or? Yeah, she's from Leadership High School. Spell your name.
Kiara, Q-I-A-R-A. Millen, M-I-L-L-E-N.
Perfect. Are you going to cruise back up Van Ness, end at City Hall?
I believe that we should. I think that we should, definitely. Yeah. Okay. We should. We should.
Okay. She likes to talk about it. It's okay. Okay, so we're in agreement. We're not going to scream so loudly we can't hear our interview. Yeah, the silent comp, that's
Except for
good.
those guys over there.
Stand by. Tell me your first name again.
Kiara.
Kiara.
We should go down there.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're here at Ghirardelli Square, and the students have decided to take a break here before they continue with their march. There's a couple of people that are several blocks behind, so they want everybody to sort of catch up. Joining me live right now is Kiara. She is from Leadership High School. Just want to know why you're here today. Why did you feel, obviously you ditched class?
Yes, we did. We left at 9 o'clock from school. We felt very passionate about this subject because we, as youth, are not allowed to vote, being 17, 16 years old. And this is our chance to show people where we stand in the election and how we feel about it.
And how do you feel?
I'm angry. I'm very mad. I feel like it was the wrong decision. Popular vote, Hillary should have won. I feel like Donald Trump is a horrible man. He has said a lot of racist and homophobic and sexist things, and that's not someone that I want to represent as someone who I want to represent America to the world.
And how does it personally make you feel being a woman of color?
Well, I'm a woman of color. I'm gay. I'm a youth. I'm under 18. So this affects all of me. Everything that he says goes against everything who I am and what I believe in.
Okay, now what is the plan right now? If we want to sort of turn around, we can show, if photographer Martin wants to sort of pan over here, we can show everybody here on the grass. And they're taking a photo right now. Are you guys really interactive with social media and all that?
Yes, it was actually how we got organized was through social media. Instagram, Snapchat, someone created a time we're going to walk out. We all shared on social media, and we're all here.
Okay, well, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining.
Thank you.
So basically the plan, as I had said earlier, is that they will most likely be marching down Van Ness. So if you are a driver, you probably want to stay away from that area. And they're probably going to end up at City Hall right there on the plaza because you did take the whole day off, right?
We did. We took the whole day off. So let's not stop now.
All right. So back to you guys.
Woo. All right.
Do I get some more salt too?
Great job. Thank you. That was great. It was really good. Really proud of
Sincerely
you.
apologize for what happened back there before.
Oh, don't worry. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah. Do you want to? Does either of you guys want to talk?
I wanted to kind of have a message for people in San Francisco.
Sure.
I guess I stayed with the elections to the primaries.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
When you're rolling. Okay, good. What's your name?
Javier.
Javier what?
Vigil.
What is it?
Vigil? V-I-G-I-L.
Okay, great. And what high school do you go to?
Leadership High School as well.
Oh, okay, great. All right, so why are you out here?
I'm just angry. It's like with the whole police brutality that's happened, with the primaries and the DNC that happened, with Bernie Sanders, and now we're stuck with Donald Trump, and it's like so much anger in me that this shouldn't have happened. And I'm 18 and I voted, and I see my friends out here. I'm here to support them in their cause because this shouldn't have happened. This should have been avoided, and I feel like the DNC betrayed its people because a lot of the WikiLeaks that happened and the emails that showed up showed that there was a lot of fraud against Bernie Sanders, and Bernie Sanders was polling a lot better against Donald Trump, and we lost that. And now we lost all houses, and it's scary because now they can pass any conservative bill that they want.
So do you feel that the Democratic Party shouldn't have chosen Hillary Clinton as its candidate?
I'm going to cry. I'm really about to cry because I love Hillary Clinton would have been a better candidate than Donald Trump, but Bernie Sanders, he's in Standing Rock. You know, he's gone to Standing Rock. He's with the protesters. He's with us. And Hillary Clinton hasn't gone to Standing Rock. And I think that's what backfired on her, is that people didn't feel a connection towards her. A lot of workers voted for Donald Trump. A lot of Latinos voted for Donald Trump because she wanted to follow immigration policies like Obama, that, you know, most deportations for Latinos for a president. It's scary. It's like I was stuck. I don't know who to vote for. I went to third party because California is a blue state, and I kind of didn't want to feel in charge of whoever the hell was elected and whoever kind of messed up our country. But, you know, but it's scary. Like seeing that when I was seeing the Electoral College turning for Donald Trump, and then the Senate was being taken over by Republicans and the Congress. It's like, holy shit, we're screwed. You know? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That was good though. Hey, high five. That was awesome. Good job. Good job. Very nice. Okay, it looks like everybody's. Are they getting ready to go? So
I'll
should
give
we
like
jump
5
in the
minutes
car then?
and
And
go just head towards City Hall.
so we'll head towards City Hall. Is that where you guys are going to go?
I don't think so. She said City Hall. She said we should, but we're
Well,
going.
where is everybody going?
I think what I heard earlier, we were going to go to Golden Gate Bridge. That's what I heard.
Where?
Golden Gate Bridge. That's what I heard. But I think we're going with the flow right now because the police are blocking a lot of our intros. So,
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go wherever you guys are going. I just don't know where you're going. Like.
Oh my God! Just thank you so much for covering.
Oh yeah,
It's
absolutely.
very nice to get some coverage.
Absolutely. So is most everybody out here high school, not college?
Mostly high school, some college students. I'm actually about to graduate and hopefully I'll go to USF. I want to
Oh,
major.
good.
I'll get my PhD in political science and international affairs. I want to be a politician myself.
Oh, good.
So-
Nice. Oh, did it just drop out?
We're
We're in the show again. We're out of the break-in.
Okay. Oh my God! All these people are sending me texts. Be careful. Okay, good.
If you want, you can go to whoever the leaders are at front and see.
Yeah, go ask them where you're going because I want to follow you, but I can't. Like, I feel like it's the blind.
I think another just wait like 5 minutes and then we'll start moving back. I don't think we're going to City Hall. We went away from City Hall, so I don't.
Okay, so you think you're going to go the other direction. We're trying to figure out where you're going.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Saying hi.
Do you know?
I heard multiple things. I hear they might be going to Galileo, and if that goes well, then they're going towards the bridge.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Oh, okay. So that's because they were talking about going back to City Hall, but that's okay.
But
So no.
I think right now they're going towards Galileo High School.
Galileo.
Let's take a picture together from there.
Okay.
It's,
Okay. Let me call them and let them know. Thank you. Good job, Javier. Hey, so they're kind of disorganized out here, and they were talking about going Van Ness and then City Hall, but now they're talking about going to Galileo High School, and then if that goes well, marching on to the Golden Gate Bridge. So, just so you know, can you... Yeah, they're supposed to, but we were getting ready to leave to follow them to Galileo. But I just wanted to give you a heads up that the path change. Here, let me talk to these cops. I'm going to ask some police officers right now. Okay? I'll call you later. I don't think so either. Hey, sorry. Do you guys know where they're headed next?
No, I think they're still trying to decide right now.
So they were telling me they were going to go to Galileo and then march to the Golden Gate Bridge.
That was the original plan, but then now they're saying somewhere's talking about going back to City Hall, so I don't know.
Okay,
we're here both too.
Yeah,
so
Captain Lazar is kind of trying to figure
Yeah,
it out.
I'll just text him. I'll text him. I saw him. He came up
Captain Lazar
earlier.
and Captain Ewan is family.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Well, let's go. We're supposed to be live in the noon. That's only 20 minutes away. But it's possible they won't be here in 20 minutes.
But I don't want to get in the car and get stuck in traffic either. So I think
Well, worst comes to worst, we just go in the car and I just pop out. Hello? Hey, so they're not very well organized. They don't know where they're going to go next, if they're going to go to Galileo High School and then on to the Golden Gate Bridge, or if they're going to go down Van Ness and go to City Hall. We're hearing 50-50 right now. So we're at Ghirardelli's. Okay. 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 So the thing that I'm worried about is if we go live at noon, if we stay here, they may all leave. So should I just hop in the car and just kind of keep an eye on them and then just pull over wherever? Or so we're routing through Fox. We're always hot. Okay. I think we should go get our van back. I think we should. Okay. Yeah, I think we should, only because I don't know where.
maybe head towards Galileo or whatever.
I think so. I mean, we can always just park close, hop out, run after them. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think, we're covered.
You know they're going to want us right at the top of the new, too.
Sure, they are. And that's fine. I just think that we have to probably do this now.
Cover oil. Take the box.
You feel me?
the vandalism that took place last night, even though that was not the intent of the thousands of people who came out with good intentions in their heart.
And of the 30 people who were arrested, have you guys got the breakdown of how many came from outside?
I don't have that information for you right now. We can send it out later when we have that information. I can tell you that the offenses ranged from assault on a police officer to refusal to disperse to vandalism. We also issued citations last night, but we did arrest 30 people as a result of last night's vandalism, and we will continue to collect video footage, other evidence to ensure that there are consequences for the horrible behavior that took place last night. We had 3 officers that were injured last night. I will refer to the police department's PIO to see if they're sharing any details in addition to that, but 3 officers sustained injuries last night. Molotov cocktails, fireworks, flares, rocks, bottles were thrown at our police officers last night, and that was the cause of some of those injuries.
When you talked about this type of protest facilitated the vandalism that came after, what do you mean? I mean, they're just marching down the street for love.
Yeah. Vandals use the both visual and physical shield of a large protest on the street, as well as the fluid, mobile nature of these protests to create an opportunity for them to engage in vandalism. And while it is true that many of the people who were there at the protest actively tried to stop the vandalism, actively tried to defend their city, it was not successful enough. And so until we have figured out a better way, I do want people to be aware that that was a consequence of this particular format. The fluidity, the motion, the ability for it to splinter off, the unpredictability of where the protest was going, and the fact that it was so large that it was impossible for us to have presence and eyes everywhere. That created a very challenging situation last night and unacceptable consequences.
Ask for help in some of the surrounding cities. I know probably the CFC is already involved.
We called in mutual aid last night. I believe it was 14 different law enforcement agencies that came to assist last night. We put every resource into preventing damage from what we knew was going to be an expression of anger and dismay. And unfortunately, that was not enough to prevent the unacceptable level of damage that happened last night. I promised her that.
Directly at one of these protests. I mean, you're holding this press conference now, but why not address them directly?
I recognize that a lot of anger in America is anger towards government. And even though I am born and raised in this city, I have a lifetime of activism in this city, my position still represents governmental authority. And so yesterday there was a protest at noon. We sent someone out and asked the protesters if they wanted the mayor to come and listen to them, and they did. And I went out to that protest. I listened to these young people, mostly from the Oakland School for the Arts, and they asked me to address them. I took that opportunity, but I'm trying to give space to the feelings that are out there right now. And there are feelings on both sides of the aisle that government is not doing enough to address the real and pressing problems that are affecting Americans and are affecting Oaklanders. These students behind me are upset not just about this election, but about the effects of gentrification on Oakland. And so I am very respectful of those feelings, and I come where I'm invited and where I'm welcomed. I'm not going to put myself in a place where my presence will only exacerbate the situation, and unfortunately that is often the case.
You mentioned that most of the damage was in Chinatown and downtown Oakland. What are your plans for tonight to prevent a similar situation?
It's our duty to keep all the merchants informed of the information we have, and we do have information that suggests that there will be another protest, that protest will at least begin in the middle of our downtown. Usually protests do start at Franco Gala Plaza, which is a space that's dedicated for people to gather together, a space to come together, be together. And to the extent that people need a place to gather that is mobile and together, I mean, that is contained. That is a space that has long been a space for that type of activity.
Will you be posting?
So we have an automatic communication system. We are prepared for the worst, and we are hoping for the best.
Are you planning to change your tactics at all to handle this protest going forward? What's your message to the small business owners around here?
To the small business owners, we are here.
Excuse me, Laura. How are you?
Again, we went out today, passing out.
Thank you, dear.
A copy of the letter that we provided today, expedited support, queued up insurance claims, information about where people can get board up services, for example. But as far as tonight, we are continually improving and adjusting our tactics to try and be as effective as possible.
Mayor, so are you specifically asking that the protesters stay?
One, two, three, four, five. Thank you, bye.
Josh, what's up, man?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for out. What time do we hit? Okay, here's what the only thing I can offer you. Wait a minute, can you hear me? This is the one.